we actually this season are asking all of the mothers that we feature on the show to share with us, ways that they take care of themselves, self-care as they're doing this work, which can be quite emotionally challenging, and we can sort of afford to do that as feminists. We can talk about love and hope and care and compassion and all these things that, through Mary's experience also being, compassion and leadership is really powerful. So how do you take care of yourself as you go about your work?
It's actually wrapped up in the way our whole team operates, both in the field in Madagascar, but also when we are elsewhere, like in the United States. We do a lot of dance and music.
Oh.
For me, it's a personal passion and practice that I hope will be lifelong and that I'll transmit to my children. But it's also something that we do in the field to promote community engagement and also to break down power dynamics between members of our archaeological team, but also power dynamics that might prevent members of the wider community from speaking with us and engaging with us. So it happens in many ways. When we're in the field, we always have a performance on Malagasy Independence Day, which is June 26th, where we perform for local communities who all gather in sort of the regional center. And so we put on choreographies from hip hop and Afro-Brazilian dance and local Malagasy dances and choreographies. And it's a blast. And to do that, we have to rehearse. So every day in the field, before we go out and excavate or survey, we get up super early and we all, in the sand in our field camp, we rehearse, we practice.
No way, this is amazing.
It's awesome. And we have a really great time doing that. And it also allows us to stay connected when the US members of the team are not in Madagascar. So recently during the pandemic, one of the real silver linings has been that the Afro-Brazilian dancers and capoeira teachers, which is an Afro-Brazilian martial art that I study with here in the US, have been able to make things more accessible for members of my team in Madagascar. So we've had sort of crossover training sessions and events, and it's been really wonderful. But for me, it's a daily practice, and it's one that I try to wrap up in our work as much as possible, because I think it has so many amazing benefits in terms of making people come together and work together.
Wow, I was not expecting that. That was amazing. Mary, you're missing a trick there.
Well, I'm not really.
Mary,
I'm just so taken with what you said. In a small way, I love to dance. May doesn't know this, but it's true. I don't dance very well, but I just love to dance. And I found myself very at home in African company. But I found, and I've learned this when I was High Commissioner, and even more so since then, that when you're with a group of women and they're describing awful sexual violations that are beyond belief, or a refugee camp, again, its own pain. And then I find that at the end of it, if I say, look, I'm sorry, it's been good to listen to you, but now, I've come a long way to be, do me a favor. We do a bit of singing and dancing and everything lights up and we sing and we dance. And it's just wonderful to have that conversation, which is very different. Eye to eye, at the end of a very tough session, it just lifts everything. So I couldn't agree with you more. I'm very taken by what you said.
It gives me chills to think about what you just said, Mary. It really is an amazing way to bring people together and to heal through movement and expression. It's amazing.
What's your go-to song, Mary? Now I'm like massively intrigued.
Something you can dance to. I don't care. And,
really? You don't care?
And I'm not as subtle and as, whatever as my African friends, but they know when I'm there that we will have dancing.
That's great. I really wanted to put together a Mothers of Invention playlist. I feel like we need one, but maybe we should share this playlist and get all of our mothers in a Zoom to really throw down. Kristina, you're leading. I think you've just set yourself up for that.
Sounds perfect. That sounds perfect.